Well now, what is this mysterious little object that's being so deftly unwrapped? I wonder if you recognize it. We'll be giving you a story about that in just a moment. I believe that in the early days of the BBC, announcers would often ensconce themselves at their desk like this and say at 7 o'clock, "The news. Tonight, there is no news." And that was it. Sometimes we wish we could do the same thing, especially when people say cutting things like, "No news is good news, no reporters is even better." Makes you want to give it all away and take up more rewarding occupations like banana bending or chub fuddling, or even this one that Gordon Dick has discovered.
Fantales, perhaps the most widely read of all popular literature in Australia. And as the name implies, these sweet wrappers I'm holding here carry the biographies of film and pop stars. Let's look into the lucky dip and see who we have. There we are. Normie Rowe, born on the 1st of February 1947, is one of Australia's most exciting performers with many awards to his credit, including 2 gold records for Que Sera Sera, now has been awarded recording contracts in England and America, records for Sunshine in Australia. His favourite sport is swimming, likes casual dress and plays guitar and harmonica. Well now, who's the man who writes these? Let's go into the sweet factory behind me and find out the story. Mr. Bruce Barr, you've been composing Fantale wrappers for 25 years now. Where do you get your information for the biographies?
Some years ago we obtained them from America from the various film companies, but of latter, the last 12 months we've been getting them from the local Australian stars, and those have been incorporated in our Fantales, both the biographies and the photographs on the backs of the packets.
Now I notice that you've been using a lot more local stars. Is this a deliberate policy on your part?
Yes, we find that local stars are more popular than overseas stars, especially amongst the teenagers.
Do you consider yourself an expert on film stars and pop stars?
I would not consider myself an expert, but one does become interested going through the various stars and finding out about them. It's quite captivating, actually.
Now, tell me, how often do you revise these biographies? Is there any chance of a sweet wrapper going out with someone who's dead?
Yes, it has done in the past, especially with these wrappers. We print many, many tons of this paper, and naturally it can't be discarded if someone does happen to die suddenly, but we obliterate it as soon as possible.
How do you decide when to drop a film star from the wrappers on popularity?
Quite a number of the film companies supply us with their modern up-and-coming stars, and oftentimes we go amongst our own staff here and we'll take a survey and put 50 or 60 stars and ask them to mark the ones they think most popular. We're guided by our younger staff in the organisation.
One annoying thing I've noticed on the packet is you quite often only have half a biography. I mean, is this a deliberate policy on your part?
No, well, they're made so that you must get one full biography. Perhaps you might get 1.5 if you're lucky.
Have you any idea who the most popular group is at the moment from all this?
Yes, I would say Normie Rowe, Johnny O'Keefe, Nolene Batley, Ray Brown, Lynn Fletcher. They're all popular stars.
You've been doing this a long time, haven't you? Now, is there any frustrated sort of writer within you?
No, the film companies, if you ask them, they give you a long, say 3 foolscap pages with regard to a star. Well, naturally you have to cut that down to about 40 or 50 words. It's rather difficult at times, but you cut out all the bits and pieces. You don't say who they're married to, for example, because it could be outdated within the next 3 months.